Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a session with Lou. Just give me 1 second because I've got some weird feedback, and that's probably because of some changes I've made, which I haven't fully tested because I've got like the things I've tested. You would have also noticed as well, if you're on YouTube today, that we do have now a combined vertical and horizontal, very similar to how we have on Twitch, because YouTube have made some massive release that has now actually become more widely available and allowed creators like myself to now broadcast what used to have to be sent in 2 feeds. Well, actually it's technically still sent in 2 feeds, just that they'll receive it in one place rather than me having to set up 2 kind of scheduled events that happened at exactly the same time. But I can hear some feedback and I just need to work out where that is coming from. Could well be that I am listening to it. Do that? No, that's not that. Somewhere I've got some feedback. I can work out where it's coming from. I always guarantee it'll be I don't want to mess with that, but I have a feeling it's coming from Twitch, which I haven't put go live yet on it. So we're live across most places at the moment. Well, Lou just tries to sort out some more technical difficulties. I've tried to get X up as well, but X just will not play game today. I don't know why that is. It could be because I'm running slightly late, and that I'm running late because I didn't want to press go live when I wasn't even in the game, and sometimes it can take up to half an hour to sometimes get in the game, and I left it a little bit late to try and start getting in, and yeah, it's taking about 50 minutes to get in, so that's why the stream's running slightly later than it would normally start, just because I wasn't able to get in the game. And as much as I would love to generally talk to you guys, we are here to play the game, or for you to view the content of me going through the game. So I couldn't really see the point in going live when I wasn't kind of rarely live as such. Just need to work out why there's a feedback. Okay, I'm just going to turn that off, and actually I can still hear myself, which is not I know what I'm after. We'll restart that again then. Now I just need to figure out why I have this feedback loop. So what I have done is I actually have taken something out of my broadcasting software integration stuff. Effectively, I had a piece of software that sat between my mic and everything essentially, but it allowed me to change my voice and add sound effects on demand. However, I've took it out because it crashed last time, and I suspect it might be causing crashes to happen that I might have also previously experienced. So I've uninstalled it completely, and now we're running without it completely on the computer. And as all of these things that do emulations and encoding, it all adds demand, and sometimes it just reaches a point where while it allow it at a certain point, if there's certain spikes, it will just suddenly crush it. And because it actually crashed, I suspect it could be the reason why I had some of the issues in the last stream. So I've removed it, and I'm hoping now that might take away the issue. I now just need to work out why I've got this feedback loop. Annoyingly. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It makes zero sense because I don't even have anything that should be picking it up, but for some reason it's a monitor that's pulling back the sound. Okay, well, I can... Hi Sherry, how you doing? I will be playing at some point. I'm just at the moment trying to sort out my sound loop that I've got. Trying to work out what I've done that's causing the loop. Just finished some study, good to hear. Have you got any coursework lined up? It's nothing going through from it. One, two. Like, why does that even sound? It's like nothing actually coming through from that. One, two. One, two. Only 11 days. I don't remember you saying you only had 11 days left on the course. Is it a course actually, or is it uni? I don't think you actually confirmed that the other day. I should turn my camera on as well. Sorry, because I'm trying to fix things. You're on about the project. Yeah. We'll see about that. I will actually be working on it this weekend, actually. Oh, and it appears that something's changed. I've just noticed, actually, on one of the feeds, the camera seems to be... I wonder if that is... camera needs setting. We're having one of those days, I think, where things aren't going to my plans. And we also didn't stream yesterday as well because I had other things I needed to sort out. So things like streaming have to take a back seat when things in real life happen. Something's changed. Why did it change this? I think something's happened somewhere. So I did upgrade a driver for NVIDIA broadcast, which is what the camera runs through in order to remove the background. I think when I did that upgrade, it must have changed something. Just need to go and have a look at what it's maybe altered. Oh, I think it's maybe changed. Change that. Now we need to go into the backbones of the broadcast software to go and find out why the camera's not quite working. Change that to studio mode so you don't see the camera change. I've upgraded the software before and I've never had it actually cause this to happen before. It's always... Well, I should always check things when I upgrade. Will it reconnect? That is okay. I reset the software. Could also be the reason why I'm getting feedback, but I doubt it. Oh, I just realised actually I've just... Okay, hopefully I've not killed the mic, although that seems to be going through. can go live broadcast like that with the background, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay, we got the camera going. One fix done. Now I just need to stop the feedback. Which could be... Feedback loop could be caused by like a few different things, but I think I know what it might be. Monitor enabled. I need auto monitoring on. No. Oh, actually, it stopped. Oh no, it hasn't. It's like, oh, I didn't hear myself then. I was like, oh, maybe it stopped. Pretty sure this has to be my enabled in order for something else to work. I'm going to turn that off. And if I turn that off, oh, still on. So it can't be that. I don't know how else I'm going to stop. I have found in the past it's just TikTok that normally causes it. The TikTok app is really hard to get it to let all the sound go through to the app without it wanting to sound loop. But I have worked out in how to stop that from happening. And I stopped TikTok, but it doesn't seem to have stopped, so it can't be that. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to put up with it on this stream, as much as I don't like it, and I will come back to it. Oh, actually, I know it's not fine. I thought I might have just switched scenes, but I haven't. You're still seeing the right thing. So welcome everyone. I apologise for the, firstly, late running. Secondly, waiting for me to sort out my issues. Hopefully you don't hear the sound loop, although it is possible because what I have filtering and encoding the sound for the mic does listen out for my voice, so it'll scrub all the other sound, background sounds, etc. But it's obviously not going to scrub my voice, so you might hear a slight echo. Hopefully it's not too obvious or annoying, but it's annoying to me. So, where we're at, what you'd have noticed is obviously I have since upgraded to a high enough level where I can see or had glass, and I've actually implemented some of those glass foundations into the base, and I've also moved what I had as the mining rig from this area here that's now empty and moved it over to here. That is because I have seen a YouTuber who effectively translated a Chinese or Japanese version of a creator's piece of work and made it into English format, and effectively showing you how you can make this all encompassing mining area. And effectively, while at the moment I've only got one part of it, which is this main ore area, what it will allow you to do once you get up to a high enough level, which for us to be able to do this, we effectively need the Japanese furniture set, because certain parts of this furniture set, which is here, which is level 55 that we need to get up to, will allow us to stack all of these mining parts in a very small area, and you can't really do it without these. Effectively, this is almost glitching the game because it's obviously not the way it's designed as such, but it's a way that allows us to compact everything into a very small space, because if you don't do it this way, effectively you need a lot more land space to put all these items down. But effectively, by building this thing, it allows you to put everything in a very small area in comparison to if you were to try and place all of these individually. So effectively what this will have is it'll have about 5 different mining areas all in this small compact area. It'll have storage above, and a part of that, which will go past 55, because what we also need as well is we also need this, which is the advanced chests. So effectively, realistically, to finish this project, when we do get to finish this project, I am going to have to be level 59, because we'll need these in order to be able to finish it completely off. However, because we're actually building this within our main base area, we don't necessarily need that like storage that will go above all of the rest of the stuff, because this is actually a base that is meant kind of like your second out base. So when you get to the level that I'm at the moment, which at least on this server, because I'm not sure if it's server based when this actually changes, but effectively when you get up to a certain level with your base, it will change from a maximum number of bases from 1, and it will then go up to level 2. Now this only happened on the server that I'm on, which is an official Palworld server, when I changed from level 17 to level 18. So when you at least reach it on this server, or maybe even all the other Palworld official servers, that's where this changes. There is a maximum number of working powers on the official servers as well, which I believe is 15 across the board on all official servers. I am guessing that's because effectively the more things that they have live actually within the whole world of Palworld on their servers, the more it strains the servers. And they've probably found that when they've optimized it, and when they maximize and have the maximum amount of players they also allow on the server at any one time, and you have all these powers running around and the maximum amount of bases that they allow within a world as well, there is probably a finite, or at least a upper limit of where the server's optimized. So while you might be able to make these changes on your own server so that you can actually have more pals in the world at any one time, they've come up with this limit for the official Palworld servers anyway. So that's what I found so far. I was hoping that I would get more than 15 pals, but yeah, there is an upper limit. And then when I read into it, yeah, there's actually a hard limit, and the hard limit on the official servers is 15, sadly. Because it would be nice to have more pals, because the more pals we've got running around, the more we get them doing all the side jobs. But yeah, it's a case of trying to find out what you actually want and working out at that point. What's your question, Sherry? Up the PAL food. I only actually have to do this once a day actually now, and with all the 15 PALs there, it only burns through like less than half of the amount, so it means I could probably leave this now for a whole day without actually having to worry about them running out of food. And we're starting to stack up tons of food as well in the fridge, which is great. Because this guy keeps it nice and chilled wherever he is. There is a person that's chilling all our food somewhere. Sometimes he seems to like sit above it and chill it, but most of the time he's sat right next to it. I'm assuming he is somewhere though. Yeah, according to that he's doing his stuff, so he must be there somewhere. Why do I set my camera? mainly because it doesn't quite look right if you have a line below it. So by kind of cutting it using a shape, so I could set it as any shape I want really, but effectively all you do is green screen an area and say I want that part to be visible and the other part to be invisible, and then it essentially takes the web camera, which it puts through another filter, and then it just cuts around circle shape into it. This, when it's round, you can put it anywhere on the screen, where if it wasn't round, realistically it would need to put on the bottom of the screen because it just looks stupid where it's just cut straight and it's in the middle of the screen. So it's more about like perspective and just a clean finish. That's why you also have round, why you see it on, not just like how I've done it here, but if you see it in any software that does broadcasting, you normally see that it automatically gives you the option to round the image, and the reason why it does that is purely because of that. It's user perception. I did try it without, and it just doesn't look right. It's kind of like odd. But then I suppose if you didn't want to remove the background, it doesn't look so bad. But the problem is, if you don't take out the background, then you see all this crap that I've got in the background. But not just that as well. It's just like, it's a less cleaner image, and it's taken up then more of the, what I see as the more valuable space. Like, you don't need to see what I've got in the background. You're here to watch like the game interest and stuff like that. So as much as you want to maybe see me or the person who's streaming it, you don't necessarily want to see everything else, and you also want to be able to see more of what the person's streaming. So that's kind of like really the idea and the reason why it's done the way it's done. It's just a cleaner, more professional way of doing it. But it is more demanding on your computer, and you do need to have like, at least in the NVIDIA graphics card, if you want to do it really well, because in the NVIDIA graphics card they have software called NVIDIA Broadcast, and the NVIDIA Broadcast is extremely good at being able to firstly do audio cleaning. So the mic comes automatically through NVIDIA Broadcast, which automatically takes away all the bad background sound. It takes away echo. It cleans the voice image so that it's more crisper and cleaner. But then it also does the same for like the video cam as well, which also goes through it. I do very little cleaning on the actual webcam. However, you can get it to do like the what they call it, key light stuff, which I've actually got professional key lights actually in my whole like hardware studio, so I don't need fake key light. However, it does give you the option to do key lighting, like denoising it and stuff like that. But because I have like a professional webcam as well as the key lights, I don't need any of that extra stuff, which is good because the NVIDIA Broadcast is very demanding on the actual graphics card, and when you're running a game and you're also doing encoding through it, which at the moment I've actually split. So all my encoding at the moment is actually done off my processor. I did used to split it a bit and have a little bit done through the NVIDIA broadcasting, or actually the graphics card. But I found that because the games are generally pretty graphics demanding anyway, it was just adding too much strain to the graphics card when it was also trying to do this broadcast software, because this broadcast software is really demanding. So I decided to try and remove NVIDIA from the actual encoding side of things for the broadcasts, so it doesn't do any of the encoding now for the actual streaming, but it does everything else. And even when it's doing that, there's like, I've got on the broadcast software, it actually has an indicator of how much it's utilizing all of the actual graphics cards, you know, hardware utilization, and it's pretty like dark orange to red most of the time, which means it's near the top of its capacity. So hopefully that gives the graphics card less of an excuse to crash the video broadcast, which now and again can crash it. However, today when I was actually trying to run everything, I did find that I was having issues every time I hit record. So what I also do is I also record everything we're doing, and then I've got a hard on my own computer copy of everything, which is in super high def, so it's 8K recording, so that if I actually want to do any like game content as we're going through and doing this, it's doubling as the capture, so that when I want to do I don't know, a how-to on what you do in a game, I can literally just go back to that file, pick it up, and I've got the full 8K version of that exact working copy of what it is what's going on. And then I only need to put it into, say, Adobe what is it? Which Adobe product is it? Oh yeah, Premiere, which is the video editing software, and then edit it with obviously voiceover and all that stuff on it. So it just is like, and it's one of the reasons why I actually do the streaming to start with, because I may as well kind of do it live. Other people get to avoid it. I build out a community at the same time as then the content that I'm actually doing this for then doubles as the other content. It's kind of like a Gary V model. I'm not sure if you ever heard of Gary V, but he's a very good social media expert, is probably one of the best ways to describe him. But he also owns something called VaynerMedia, and he talks about how you create one piece of content but then cut it up and use it for multiple other different things. He's more on about like using it for, say, like you create a video on YouTube and then you take certain cuts out of it and then you might broadcast that across all the different social media such as Facebook, X, TikTok and all the other different ones, and use cut-ins, and then you might put it into AI, and then you might turn it into audio, turn it into like text format. Like, it's trying to use like one piece of content but in tons of different ways, and that's kind of like one of the formats he goes on about. So this is kind of like a concept from that, but an adapted version of it. And the whole streaming is like the first point of where I'm capturing that first piece of content to then reuse and do other things. But obviously it's live, so it gives like people the opportunity to kind of interact, influence what the type of content I create. So someone said they wanted to know about how to do something, then I could actually do that on a live stream. They could see it in a live format, but then I could then cut it up and then use that to help others. Yeah, I do less of that recutting at the moment, just because I've been concentrating on getting the streams in the way that I want in different format, and I always try and improve them. But like today, where I have some issues with the stream, it then complicates it all. So it's kind of like one of those kind of like, you never get anything to the perfect point because you're constantly changing things. Updates always happen which change the circumstances, and like today I've done a first ever with YouTube, who have brought something out, and I'd actually seen this, but it had only been brought out to the high end, well, what I'd call the creators that have millions of users, like what they call partners. Like, I'm nowhere near a partner yet, so I'm like one of the low end kind of content creators who's trying to, you know, work my way up the table of importance. But because, like, while I'm on their program, I'm not an important member of their program, these things get rolled out obviously to the big guys first, and then, you know, trickle down to us low Bs later on. And this has just trickled down to the low Bs like myself. And yeah, now I can actually send 2 feeds to YouTube, and it combines it so that when you go to YouTube now, you very much like you do on Twitch, where you can, if you're watching us on your phone, you can watch us in the vertical, and it'll look one way, and then once you put to the horizontal, it'll look at the other. And depending on which orientation you've got, depends on which feed you actually see. So I actually automatically send 2 feeds, and they do look different as well. The vertical is optimized for vertical, and it even has different UI compared to the other one. And the difference between YouTube as well and Twitch is I can actually send a dedicated feed and tell it I want both these and exactly like the resolution that it goes, where Twitch, unfortunately, I just have to like send it all to them and they choose what they're going to get. between them and my computer, they decide. I don't have any really influence on it, apart from the fact I could reduce the total amount of bandwidth that can go up, and all that will do is just let them say, well, you don't quite have enough bandwidth, so they will restrict something in some way, but I have no influence on that. So I just send up the maximum that I'm allowed, and then between my computer and Twitch, they decide what's gonna happen, what people see, essentially, out of the resolutions. It really depends on whether or not I can use you. I can't guarantee it at this stage, but you're definitely in consideration if I need what I think I might need from the actual animation side of things. So I should be able to actually, so my plans have actually changed as well, and I'm not going away this weekend now, so I should be able to start having a look this weekend, which is what my plan is. But I'm still not going to be able to tell you until next weekend, because I'm going to investigate and start doing stuff this weekend, and by then next weekend I should have a strong idea about what and if I need your assistance. But I do suspect I will need a couple of things animating. So we're going to go off and hit a boss or two, which we did do quite a few of them, but I think, 44 we didn't get to that one. We're not doing that 60. Although actually, no, we're not. Like I say, maybe we're not too far away, but actually we're only 45 or 6, so yeah, we're nowhere near. Maybe 10 away, but not 15 or so. That's a bit too much. I love all the little gifs emojis that you have. They're very Twitch-like. Must be literally behind me. Why? Must be. I'm pretty sure it's that way. Oh, nice. Do you actually stream yourself? No? Why not? Too scared. I don't understand why designers don't. Like, in the day, you have to think, like, if you really want business, the easiest way to do it would be to advertise yourself, and the easiest way to advertise yourself would be to do live, like, proof of concepts and stuff like that. And you'd be surprised how much work you'd probably get through doing that. I'm sure we did this boss the other day. Like, okay, I captured it. But normally if you capture it, it classes that as done. No excuses. I know people that have gone through university and started up businesses. Steve, it's not even a business. Well, you can't turn it into a business, but I certainly wouldn't use that as an excuse. If you're studying, that's why you're not doing it. Excuses are excuses, but people use that as a trying to get a way out of it. It's really not. That can't be a boss. No, it's not a boss. That's not a boss. A genuine excuse? I don't know. I tell my friends and family off for trying to give excuses in order for not doing something, and the way I turn around and say, if you can give any excuse you want to, but effectively all you're not doing is prioritizing it enough. So either that you don't really care about it, or if you do care about it, then you're procrastinating, because realistically you shouldn't have any excuse as to why you're not doing something. The only real excuse is you are procrastinating, really. It's like there is really no other way of putting it. Stop procrastinating and take some action, or just agree to yourself that really you don't want to do it. As much as you might think you want to do it, you don't really want to do it. I wonder if it's down here. Gotta be around here somewhere. It does actually look like it might be to the side of this cliff. It looks like it, yeah, down there. I wonder if that's why. I'm right next to it, although I see no bosses down here. I wonder if it fell off the edge somewhere. Could be around here somewhere. Yeah, but you can't give yourself an excuse. And I still wouldn't see giving people an excuse as to why you're not doing something when the real reason is you're not doing it because you haven't prioritized it. Like, that is the excuse. That's the only excuse you could really give. You haven't prioritized it high enough, or you just don't really want to do it, but you want to make out you're doing it, or going to do it. Like, I accept when people turn around and say, I just don't really want to do it. Like, that's fine. It's when people say they want to do it, but they don't take action on it. So what's that mean? Do you either don't want to do it, or you're just not prioritizing it? I'll give you a good example of this. So I have a friend or two who aren't as mad as I am maybe about fitness and going to the gym and stuff like that, and they'll turn around to me and say they don't know how I have the time to go to the gym. Yet when I point out to them that, well, I make the time and I set the priority in order for to make sure that I do it, and then I look at their lives and I turn around and say, but you do this and this and this, and if you just deprioritize one of those and decided that you prioritize fitness over one of those things, then instead of doing one of those things, you'll go to the gym. So it's in that respect why I say about it's getting your priorities right. You can give a million excuses, but it's not really about those excuses. It's about whether or not you really want to do it, and if you really want to do it, then you need to prioritize it. I'm about to give up with this boss. Like, I don't see it anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's the same boss that we took out the other day, you know. Like, I know it hasn't, for whatever reason, marked it as complete, but that was an epic. And I'm pretty sure that epic, oh, not them, they're those birds that run near me, and then before you know it, they're blowing themselves up. Oh, not them. Where did they come from? I've got a better shield now as well, which is probably why I didn't die like I did last time these birds came near me, because two of them actually, it took two of them to actually even take my shield down, which last time was quite different. Okay, well, wherever this boss is, I genuinely, I'll probably do this offline because I have no idea. Either someone's killed it or it is literally in hiding. Either or, I'll let you guys pick, but it's not here right now. I do have a feeling it's down there, but it's definitely not here right now. Oh, I actually do have a PAL as well that I can put into a PAL farm, so I don't need to milk these like I'm doing right now, but I'm just doing it because they're nearby and they made it pick up some while we're here. But yeah, effectively I don't have to worry about having to do this now, because at least I can just put these particular PALs into my farm and then get the venom. Oh, and I got a new bird as well. I've just remembered, you guys haven't seen the new bird, but this bird is way better than my last bird. Like, I only just upgraded my last bird, but this one almost flies forever at high speed and will go up and stuff like that. It's like, it's way better. Oh, there's a tree. And I actually got it from just by here actually as well. I think that's the same one. Just that obviously it's not my... Who kills who? Should I change the odds? He'll kill you pretty fast. Faster than the other one. That while they're fighting, I'll grab these. Which is the reason why I came down here to start with. I think he's trying to stop me from getting the fruit. Is that fruit actually there, or is it just a UI? When I get so low, I might try and get another one. Ooh, stop. Not it anymore. I'll try and capture it. I'm sure that one is a more powerful one in Mega. Yeah. It's burnt through a load of them trying to get it though. Hopefully that's a different sex to the one I've got. Don't know. I can't even remember what sex the one is that I've got. But... female. Yeah, that's a female. So hopefully I've got a male. On the ground. That's a bit disturbing. Night Star. Not seen these before. I like Night Stars. I'm gonna pick them up because like I don't know how rare they are, but certainly first time I've ever seen any. They could have been dropped by that bird. I don't know. But there are only some around there. They don't appear to be anywhere else, so possibly. I see a chest over there we can go nab. And we got a machine gun schematic. It only looks like it's a green one though, so it's only uncommon. Oh, but one thing I did get the other day is I did get this amulet, which is the Vanguard charm. Now that means that I've now got heat and cold resistance up to level 3, which is the highest level for resistance. Effectively it means I can just wear whatever armor I want, so now I can just wear my heat armor, which is certainly obviously great against any of the fire Pokemon because it's got all the resistances for that, but just means that I don't have to worry about having to swap out this armor into the other armor. So I don't think I actually took out the other armor. Actually, yeah, I'm still carrying around the cold armor, but I can actually lose that now and I don't need to carry it around all the time because I don't have to switch into it in order to stop myself from freezing, especially in the evenings when it gets cold like it is right now. But if you noticed on the left hand side, should say, there's like an indicator just like next to my life bar. At the moment it shows like nothing in the kind of bar and it's on its far left. If I was to take off that amulet, let's show you. It automatically goes cold, but on that bar as well it shows a cold meter. So as soon as you put this on, it effectively takes away and gives that mitigation. So no longer have to worry about getting hot or too cold anymore, because that amulet will sort me out for that. So let's get on our new... I can't call this birdie anymore because it's a dragon, but yeah, we've got a new form of air transport. It does UI glitch out a bit, I've noticed, but nothing's perfect. Might go take that boss on if it's there. Yeah, so this weekend would be a weekend I'd stream. However, because I'm going to be working on the project this weekend, I very much doubt I will be streaming. But you may see a unscheduled stream, you may not. It's just whether or not I get the time and I'm not too busy doing the content. I think I used a key because there's no timer. Oh, there he is. There he is. Or she. Can't tell. There's no like he or she marker on it. If I get closer, maybe it might show. Why would you cross over that way? Pain. 0.6%. Maybe not. 2%. I've only got a Giga or a Mega. I don't think it's worth trying to capture. I'll go straight for the kill. Not expecting it to do that. Although to be fair, it is actually pretty much our level, so maybe that makes more sense. I'm always taking on bosses way above my level. I suppose it helps as well, the fact that it's not a fire one means that it won't have damage mitigation against fire, which is more likely to be the case when it is a pal of the same kind of elemented type. Third kill. See what he dropped. Precious Dragonstone. Ancient civilization parts. Ooh, ancient civilization parts. I'm sure I need some of them for making something. I need. That was it actually. That was it. It was the sulfur quarry, which I'll now be able to make. Nice. Well, actually think about it, I already had them. There is actually something else that's really rare. Well, it's much rarer than I thought it would be. That I need to make something. It's like the other day as well, I came across you needed ancient bones. I was like, oh my, where'd you get them? And I actually found out they're easier to get than I thought they would be. You just need to go to like the Pal Sanctuary Park, which number 3. So there's like 3 of these, well, at least 3 of them. The first one's here, which is where we got Spark. What's his name? This one here, Grizzlebolt. Yeah, so Grizzlebolt we got from Sanctuary number 1, which is here. I don't know where Sanctuary number 2 is, but Sanctuary number 3, which is what I did some research on, I found out was out here. And when you go to there, you can get these bones that you kind of need to mine. So you need to have a good pickaxe, or the mining laser, assuming you're end game, which obviously I'm not. So I just used the pickaxe, and yeah, effectively you can get these rib bones and stuff, which you just need to look out for, like what look like carcasses. And if you mine those carcasses, you get these like ancient bones, and you need these ancient bones to make certain things. So that one's done, and I think we'll go to there, because then we can drop down, and just to the right on the map at least there is a boss, so we'll go and do that. Although I should have checked this level first, because that's a high level area that we're in now. I think here probably still wants to kill me. Last time I was here, everything was attacking me. Oh, it's only 40, so it's below our level, actually. I'm surprised. And again, it didn't. I think if you have the keys, it just won't. You don't need the Pokemon to do it. But if you don't have the keys, you get that guy out and he'll open the chest for you. Ahead. What's that? Pokemon? Yeah, it's Pokemon. I keep saying Pokemon. It's a habit I don't think I'm ever going to be able to kick, because I just see this game and I just think Pokemon, even though it's Palworld. I think it will be in this thing here. It is. Maybe that's what the other one in the desert is, just that it's not a round circle. Maybe I need to look for a cave or something. Someone killed it? I don't see it. Nobody in the middle. Unless it's a water Pokemon, but then I can't get over there, so I don't think it is. As this is instant base, that being it's not on the main map, so it means people can just go into it, and you know, you could have a number of people running a number of instances on the same boss. Means that it makes it easier for people to not have to wait for it to respawn. I'd have thought the boss would have been here regardless to whether someone's done it recently. But that boss is definitely not here. Might just have a check. When you go in, normally it'll show sometimes a timer. If that shows until boss reveal. Yeah, someone must have just recently done it maybe, and that's why that time is there. Although I'm sure you normally see the timer there anyway. Alright, well, we'll have to... I'm not going to wait 12 minutes. We'll go do something else. Maybe come by here. We could go and open that out. Because there's also quick travel there as well. And then we could quick travel over to there, do that one. Then maybe come back to here, kill this one. Well, actually, by the time we do that one, and then we do that one, this one that we're at right now might be done, so I think we do that. And this does bug out as well. Like, I should jump on now, and it's, for whatever reason, not. The only way I've found to resolve that bug is literally by changing powers and then going back and doing it again, and then normally that fixes it, he says. Oh, maybe it just wouldn't do it while you're on that area. So weird. Straight this direction, we should bump into the next one. You can see it here. It's that thing down there. Whee! Jump out the wall first time and then I will jump out. There we go. I'm just gonna get off it. So I'm thinking he does lack, and that is being able to jump up what should be like an easy jump. He just can't seem to jump higher than himself. That's got a 30-minute timer on as well. I wonder if someone's already cycled through this area. Soon find out. We go in here. The birthday boss here, then I'm assuming someone must be like doing a boss run or something. Yeah, there's no boss. Alright, maybe we go to a completely different area. I now can't see the point in going to the boss because I've got a feeling someone's already done it. So if we just go to a completely different area, then we don't have to worry about, hopefully, someone done that area as well, although it's still possible. People could be burning or going for all the bosses trying to get the elite books and stuff. Okay, there's a person next to that, so let's go do that, because it's someone to kill. Although I'm pretty sure this is quite a low area. Could be wrong. 23. Yeah, I suspect this is a low area. And there's no timer on this one, so the boss should be there. It's only a level 23 though, so it's gonna be easy. It could be a one shot, one kill. Like it could probably be. That's 12% capture. That's a mega. Maybe Annie does it first time. Yeah, I don't think we'll. Looks like you're gonna die then, boy. Oh, okay. I had a feeling it'd be like one shot from the big boy and they'd be dead. It's the only thing, like when you get into some games like this where you've just got so much content that you can do, it's about like what do you do? Because even if you stay on a storyline, you're gonna not be able to do all the content at that level. And then by the time you go back to do one of the pieces of content that you've gone past because you've been doing everything else, it's that easy that it's not even a challenge. So you'll always have like tons of things that if you want to complete it all, that you'll have to go back and do just so that you can say it's been done. And then you get that clean, completist look of everything done in the game. Nothing else to do. However, it's just a chore going around to do all those little small things to get them done. It would be good if you could actually go to some of these instances and just say, I want to do this on like super hard mode or something like that, and it'll change it, or it'll automatically change the level to your level. So at least if you do it later on in the game, you can still have a bit of fun doing it, and it would be just as challenging as if you did it at the lower level. There are some games that do that. Obviously this game's not one of them, but it would be nice. I think we'll go and do that mystery person. These are like syndicate members and stuff like that. And sometimes they do give you a good drop. It's a bit random like, but I think it's this way. Not quite. Maybe this way. Not that way. This way. That way. I think the last direction I went. Technically, I suppose it should be southwest because, yeah. I should look at the top HUD, which shows you the compass of direction, but I always tend to overlook it. I refer to it now and again when I'm looking for like something that actually shows on it, like where the quick travel points are. That's normally mostly when I use it. Be around here somewhere. Should be like a human figure normally. There is a cave apparently near it, so it might be in the cave. If the cave's below us, or it doesn't seem like it's up here. Or soon below us. Oh yeah. It is. Got one shot, one kill, level 16. Two shots. A little bit more challenging. That's another another one that bites the dust. On the map it shows like a little cave, but I was expecting a cave that you had to go in. But that's like less cavey in my opinion. It's a bit of an open, planned cave. Or if anything, it's just an overhang. Like, is that really a cave? It didn't go that far back. The diamonds, they are great for giving you pal oil, so if you need to eat pal oil, high-end pal oil that being, then that is the pal that you want. I think that looks like a giant. Oh no, it's not, it's just a large. We'll pick it up anyway. Head south, only because I might be able to just stay down where we are rather than having to clamber back up. And we could open up another fast travel point as well, which is not far. Got candy floss? We'll make candy floss for you. Really weirdly. Candy floss sheep. Place it's not the past place, yeah, just there. There's a path to follow, take us up. Which doesn't quite go all the way up, but oh well, took us most of the way. Straight ahead. What's that? Is there another cave? I feel it might be under us like the last one. Although I don't see any entrance down here, so maybe not. Oh, there it is. Weird place to put it. Oh, there's a timer. Oh, does that mean I have to wait a whole hour? Let's just have a double check. And this one's not even by the main entrance, so maybe this one might be there regardless. There's one thing I like about these more instancy ones, like this particular one where you have to go through an area before you actually get to the boss, is you can only get some good resources. Like these lotus flowers are really great for making some of the rare content. And I've only ever found them in areas like this dungeon that we're in now. These cavern mushrooms, unlike normal mushrooms, they don't have a timer. They do actually make food, so they are edible, but they don't have a timer like most of, well, I'd say 90%, at least 80% of ingredients require, or at least have a expiry timer. Effectively, it goes bad. But as long as you keep it in one stack, then obviously it only takes one item away at each stack that it expires. So generally, if you don't have a cold pocket, like I don't at the moment because I'm not near the end game, but when you do get to a certain point, container or something that allows you to keep stuff better for longer. It's like everything in this game, you know, it's, if you have a fridge, it'll help keep it cool, but it won't stop it from completely expiring still. Some survivalist games actually still do that you can, if you cool it down and you've got a fridge, you will be able to stop the time completely, but in this game you can't. Everything is a really low level, so that's why we're not being attacked, but I do remember doing this when I was like just starting out and anything in these attacked me. I think if we even go down the bottom we shouldn't get attacked by them, but I remember the last time I was here I was getting attacked by everything down here. Hiding behind pillars to stop myself getting killed. Is that peg? No, actually. Oh yeah, it is. So it's mainly the blue stone. You can get this easy enough anyway, because if you've got stone like I have, which I've got too much stone, you can turn your stone into the actual blue little stony things that you can get everywhere else. Well, you see them all over the floor everywhere. Apparently my inventory's full. Well, that's not very useful. Anything I don't want. Like, I don't really need them. I don't go fishing, and that's what you need that bait for. I'm not even sure what I need these mushrooms for, because I'm sure I haven't found one thing yet that uses it. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. them in sneaky places, hoping I don't look back.
Yep.
This is like the main area where you get all the goods in this particular dungeon style. The next room we go into is a big expanding room, but at the very end of it is where the boss should be. Fingers crossed it's there. Well, I say the next room, it's the room after the room that we're about to go through, but it's a very small little room. It goes into another part where it expands out again, and it's at the end by a tree. I'm doing this very efficiently. Zigzagging through the room. So I know that tree there. There should be a boss. And there is. Yay. I'm glad I haven't just gone through all of this just to find out that the boss wasn't even here. It's that big one that would be the boss. Oh, it's level 17. Don't aggro. I want to try and get you. Ooh, I think that's going to capture. Hit critical on the first row. We got it. Okay, now I need to get rid of these smaller ones. Go on, boy, go kill them. Bone. You actually do need bone, actually. One of those resources that's actually easy but hard to get a lot of. So whenever you get it, make sure you prioritize picking it up, because you need it for many end game things you're trying to make. Like, sacrifice even hard would be worth it. Although common wood's makes more sense, just because that's I can get even in my local area. Still not picking it up. I wonder if that's a UI bug. I hate when it does that. You can see it. You bend down and it just does eventually pick it up. But I have found that it will just appear in your inventory sometimes. It just don't know exactly what it is. Again, I think it's a bit of a bug, but it's a bit annoying. So you're not 100% sure if it definitely does pick it up or not. I think actually there is actually something normally on this corner actually that you can get some poor coins from. Well, not this time. Normally you do. The last 2 times I've done that, I've got coins from it as well. I don't think there's anything else. Time to go. I've not actually gone up there though. Let's just have a quick gander up there. No, there's not hid anything. I always wonder like whether devs like hiding things. You don't want to get rewarded for like thinking outside the box or exploring just a little bit more than what you find most players do. Doesn't always work though, like in this instance. Legendary book. Another vital remedy. Then I've space for it. Oh, and I didn't have space for the book either. I need to make more space. What can I get rid of? Well, I've got tons of ore, so I don't really need the ore. I got the book. I need the bread. At least it's not going to waste. And we'll go back to the base now because we can then obviously offload all the stuff that you've got, and then we've got space then to put stuff. So it's better having a flying power that has some serious flying power. Not only because you get there faster, but also because you do have to keep resting every 2 seconds because the power doesn't have enough stamina. Like this guy has tons of stamina, and you can just like flat out at full speed pretty much for quite a long distance. Drop some books in there. Nothing in that chest. I'm sure that's the book chest. Well, it's not a chest, is it? Really? It's a crate, but. And I said crates I thought were maybe one of the biggest containers in the game. Yeah. Apparently not. They're just huge, yet you can get a bigger container that's smaller. 100. It's like a Mary Poppins type situation, this. Where you got a bag that's smaller yet can hold more. I think this book contains secrets of the technology from the fuck. Oh right, yeah, so we just get technology points for that. So we'll just use that, that's fine. Got another purple one here, 450, and it gives a dark baser. So it's a dark skill. Where is my fruit container? I think it's this one. My fruits. Picked up like 3 fruits. You should see like 3. Can't see 3 sheep. What happened to the other ones I picked up? I didn't drop them. That's weird. Okay, I can't remember where I put the. Actually, is it not how? What's this PAL box that they're meant to be in? Yeah, okay they are, so it's just that I picked up a different lot than I normally would have. some things that you get like this, I just expect it to, just use it straight away. It's like, what would be the benefit of just storing it? Unless obviously you wanted to give it to someone else, but it does seem a bit crazy. And these as well, these are like, you normally have health potions and stuff like that you can use while you're in a fight, but there's just like, you can't put these in your quick access slots. So it's kind of like, you're not really going to have the time to, like, halfway in a fight, come into your inventory, click it, and get back into the fight, because that could be the difference between living and dying, coming into your inventory like this. So it just seems a bit crazy. I'm assuming it's just like not really meant for doing it like that, but then how do you heal? Are you expected to heal during a fight? It's like you're not expected to. You do have like a grenade that you can throw and heal your Pokemon. I've called the Pokemon again, I meant Pal. And that is kind of cool, but you don't have a grenade that you can heal yourself with. So it still begs the question for me, how are you expected to heal during a fight? Are you literally just meant to mitigate the damage enough and then hope that your shield repairs back, and you literally have to rely on your health to slowly regenerate back, which means you need to hide away? And it's like when you do a big raid and you've got like 24 players, you normally have different roles in that kind of whole big group of 24 players. You'll have tanks, you'll have healers, mages, and different other kind of character base, which then each of them serve a different role. So obviously a tank is there to take all the damage. You normally might have a mage or something that allows you to add buffs to your tank to increase its survivability. Then you obviously have your healers that heal your tank, and the person who holds the aggro obviously is the tank, because that's what you want. You don't want the aggro to be pulled by, say, your DPS. And sometimes that can be a fight between the tank and the people doing the DPS, because when you do DPS, that obviously gets aggro in every game. Well, at least 99% of games. There might be the odd game that has the mechanics slightly differently, but you normally find that there's a fight between holding that aggro with the tank and DPS, who sometimes you'll find when a DPS person does a little bit too much aggro, they take the aggro off the tank, and then the tank then struggles to get the aggro back, because when someone has done too much DPS, their aggro won't reset until they die. Or it can be extremely challenging for the tank to get it back, because if they go above like a certain threshold, because the tank doesn't, like, you'll set up the tank to get aggro, and every time they do an attack themselves, they'll generate more aggro than the DPS. However, it's hard if the DPS go above them, because firstly they'll pull the boss towards that person who's got the aggro, say that DPS person. And normally you find most tanks aren't very mobile. They'll be slower than all the players, because one of the things in order to be a tank is you need heavier armor, and heavy armor means you move slower. So if your DPS isn't close to where the tank is, then that tank then has to slowly get to wherever that person with the DPS is that's probably got the boss on them. So these are all like the challenges of like doing big raids, which this game's not going to have, obviously, because there's, well, limited amount of people you get in the server, and I've not read anything about raid instances, so I suspect if there is anything like it, it's only going to be small group. What do I have? I need a couple of schematics. The only thing is my schematic box here is full. I don't have room to put any more. So I think I've made room in one of these boxes. should I might have changed this box to let you put synthetics in. If I haven't, I'm going to change it to... This is to stop my pals just putting random things in boxes, because if you leave all the boxes open and you don't do what I've done there and only let certain things go into certain boxes, you'll find your pals, as helpful as they are, they put random things in random boxes, and all your nice organisation will be undone by your pals. Put those mushrooms and stuff into the fridge. Star sand. That's what sand we picked up. I've not seen anything that needs it, so it's great that I've got some, because I know at some point I'm going to need that. But whatever it is it needs, I've not come across yet. So I assume it's pretty rare, because I've up to this point it's the first time I've seen it today on today's team. So, and it says it's an aura as well. That's scary, because if that's as rare as I suspect it is, that's going to be a pain to get if I need loads of it down the line. An egg. We can put that into hatching, I guess. Oh, this is a legendary, I think. I got it yesterday after the stream. I say yesterday, day before. Ooh, and it looks like it's a big dragon. Now, I've got a fire going, but that's going to be too warm for this particular one, because this is kind of like the one in the middle. Seems a little hot, yeah. So we just get rid of the fire. And we should be comfortable. It takes a while for it to reset. It says very... Oh, actually it says very comfortable, but normally I found sometimes it will still show the thing even if you've taken a fire away, or if you put a fire there, it will normally take like 30 seconds or up to 30 seconds before it shows whether it's happy. So our new guy is this one. Level 5. Let's have a quick gander what he looks like. Undisturbed the less. You can see him walking in the background, so he's a bit too bad. Where is he? Where's the new one? You should like spawn right next to us. Oh, is that him there? Oh yeah, that's him. Well, it's a new person. I have seen some like end game stuff about like what characters and powers you should have and what skills you should have towards the end game. They're very like unexpectedly look not so great pals that are the most powerful pals. So I might continue on the way I'm just doing it, which is learning it as I going along and mastering and seeing by testing which pals are the best, even though there is a meta pals or set of pals that you should probably go towards. I'm not going to just go straight towards them. I'm going to see whether or not people are overlooking it and testing it myself to see whether or not the things that you can tap into that give you, or maybe just give me a better result. Like, I'm not necessarily dishing what other people are doing, but I do like to take sometimes a different approach than just the normal, this is how you do it type of approach. So I think I've got rid of most of my stuff. I will just get rid of the last final things. That one gives water ability. Now the one thing I will do is make sure that I only give certain things like these abilities to the pals that I know are easier to at least max out towards, or can max to level 10, because 10 is the kind of top that you can get any of the elemental skills and such. Effectively what you're aiming towards in order to max out the ability for one of your pals in one of the specialities. That's level 25. Let's go do that. I know it's very easy, but we gotta do it at some point. This is like either my most powerful pal's one shot, or I might kill it in 2 shots. And it's probably that over there. Is it north or south? Going to that'll be west, which is that direction. That's the opposite direction where I was thinking, but it's, yeah, it does appear it is that way. So it's so much easier when you look at the map and then actually use the compass to work out which way you go, rather than the way I normally do it, which is go into the map, see which direction the point is pointed at, hope it's actually pointing in the right direction on the map, because sometimes it doesn't, and then head in that direction. Oh, actually, isn't this the one we looked at before? Or does it just feel like deja vu? I'm sure we've been to this place. I'm sure this is the boss that's like 15 minutes or so away, which is still, if it is that boss, it's not really ready yet. Where's the entrance? Not the same place, so that one's blocked off, either because we've been in there and we've done it so that it won't show the boss again. It can't be the same place. So even though I thought that was the boss place, it couldn't be. I didn't see any like other caves around here though. Probably a hole somewhere around here. Hidden falls. Ah, maybe it's in there. I'm not getting very good schematics today. That's why it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere, because it's like underneath the ground. It's kind of what I suspected it might be, but I thought the entrance would be on the other side, if I'm honest. Can't see. It's too dark. Another thing I like about my main. There's with us. 12% chance? Probably not. Oh, I knew he would kill him straight away. It's either it grabbed it or our pal killed it, and the latter was definitely the case. Thanks for the follow, Harley. Now, that boss is dead, so we'll leave here. At some point I will come back when I've got some better spheres so I can try and capture one of them. Yo, yo. How's your day going? I'm good, man. How are you? Good, good. It's always nice when your day's going well. And it's almost the weekend as well. Yeah, my day's going well, thank you. Even better that it's Thursday evening, so there's only one more day left of work. And then I can look forward to 2 days off, and I'd say chill out, but I've got some stuff I need to sort out over the weekend, the content and that, but still fun stuff to do. It's not quite work. You got any nice plans for the weekend? The game is interesting. Like, I actually thought it was a game I was gonna go into for about, I don't know, a week, maybe two, and I would, you know, run out of the content and I'll be into the next game. But I realized after the first week that actually the content is, and the map and everything is way more to it than I thought. So yeah, I can see myself being in this actually for quite a while yet. Like this particular server I'm on now, which is a multi-server, It resets in January, so I probably might be playing the game up to that point, although I suspect probably the content would have run out by that point. But yeah, I found it way more interesting, and there's way more to it than you first suspect. Like, I did expect it to be more like Pokemon Go, in the sense of it having a lot of different types of, as they call it in this game, pals. But do you actually play the game yourself? Let's go take that guy out. Should be down here. That's indigo. That's... Alright, cool, nice. I used to play COD a long time ago. I haven't played COD for, well, probably almost 10 years, but, well, plus 10 years actually. The last time I played it was back in 2008, so showing my years now, but a long time ago. Tips and tricks? Are you new to the game? You've just started. Okay, so best tips and tricks. Firstly, I'd probably do some of the... Actually, I wouldn't worry about actually going on to a multi-server, because at least from my experience, I found that it's not like Rust or some other PvP games where, even though you can PvP in this game, most people you'll go anywhere near won't even bother trying to fight you or anything like that. So I've only had one instance yet where I've had a fight with someone, and that was because someone's trying to take my base down. So I would say, like, you're quite safe going into any of the multi-servers, and you can just build a base, start getting pals. You'll start off with, like, just trying to capture a pal to start with, and then build your way up. I would normally go towards a fire-based pal to start with. Like, this guy comes from quite a high-end area, around level 30, which I say quite high. When you're level 10, which is when I got him, it's high. Because if anything touched me at that point, I would be instantly dead. However, you can get one of these. Like, when you start out, you'll start out up here. So this is like the beginner's hill, as they call it, or hill of beginners. And a lot of people start building bases around here. I would encourage you to probably not build a base around here, and go a bit further down and around here, and build a base more towards this area, just because it'll be less bases around that area, and you'll be able to get a nice area rather than just building a base on a hill, which you'll see loads of people do, and they'll make somewhere flat where there's plenty of places where you can build where it's not a boss area, because you can't build on boss areas. So where I was just now, this is classed as a player or boss or player of an area of importance. Now, either a boss or an area of importance you can't build on. Now, you can actually build something, but you won't be able to place a base. And to place a base, you need to place one of these things here. So one of these, if you've played things like Rust, where you've got what those players refer to as a TCU, the territorial claim unit. Think of this as your territorial claim unit. It's the area that actually allows you to own the little area that you're in. Now, you won't be able to place one of these down near a boss or a base. Like it says there, an area around this facility becomes your base. But one thing it won't let you do is put that down anywhere near one of these areas of importance. So anywhere where there's a player objective or quest, which is where obviously all the bosses and like what we've just taken out now really isn't a boss, it's just like a syndicate. So these syndicates are like these guys, they always show like what a hooded guy looks like, I guess. All of your bosses tend to be these ones with question marks on. Now when you go near them, it will actually show you what the boss is, as long as you interact with it or you've gone close enough. Obviously I've opened up the map, and to open up the map as well, you need to go to these particular places. So they look different in these quick access points. So there's a quick access point up here, which I'll go to now, and then we'll quick travel to the other one, which so you can go and see what that looks like. But effectively you want to find the ones that are on a big tower, because they open up the area of that map. So it means that you don't have to explore the whole area, you can just go to find those big towers and access it, and effectively it'll open up that area map. So we'll quick travel to that area, and then you'll see what these look like, because they look slightly different. They're on a big tower to start with, and the first time I came across them, I didn't have a bird or anything to get up to them, because you do need a bird, or at least I thought you needed a bird to get to them, but I found out since you don't. So this is when you open up one of these fast travel areas that are on a big tower that we're now up on, that will then open up this whole map area, so that you can then not have to manually open it up, which obviously before that it will show the map and you'll have this grey area. So as you can see here, somewhere I guess that I haven't been yet, probably in this little area here, there will be one of these what I call kind of tower quick travel areas. And once I do open up that, what that will do is that will open up the whole of this area map, where at the moment, because I've only opened up this one, when I opened up this one it opened up half this map, but the other half didn't, because I haven't accessed that one. But when I do, it will open up the other half. Or you can just like go over that area and then it'll open it up. But that's it, effectively the reason why I have like on these question marks, because I never opened it up. I won't know what boss it is until I actually go to this thing, and then I'll know what boss is there and then what level boss that is. But at least you get to see what it is and where the bosses are, so that's the advantage of doing it. Now to get up there, if you don't have a bird, which you're not going to have at the very start, because the birds, I think the lowest level bird's about 20 something, 26, maybe 23. So you need to be a bit higher level than when you first start. But what you'll find is there's normally something that looks like an air vortex that's spinning around like this. Now when you see these, you can actually, and I did this by mistake and then found out, oh, that's how you can do it, but you can use these to jump up, and this will allow you to get up to the top. So it means you don't need a bird in order to get on up to the top of these and then open it up. I never realized that, and it was only by mistake I found this out actually when I wasn't near one of these vortexes, but I was actually not the vortexes by this end, at least I was by a vortex just trying to get up like one of these, like say cliffs, and I noticed one of these vortexes and I was wondering what they actually were, because it wasn't obvious, at least to me. But by mistake I hit the jump button and then he did this massive leap, and then I realized what they were, because actually at first I thought they were with the glider, and they don't have any effect on the glider. It was actually, it's all to do with just, yeah, they're kind of like a boosted jump. So that's probably like, the boosted jump is probably like the biggest thing that'll help you, at least at the low level, especially when you want to start opening up these and you don't have a bird yet. But hopefully that gets you started as well. And yeah, if you want any more tips, then do feel free to ask. I do stream, and if you look on Twitch, you'll see what my stream schedule is. But I normally stream, at least the scheduled streams, on a Tuesday to Thursday, from either 7 till 9 or 8 till 10. Today I should have finished my stream, because I normally do 7 till 9 on a Tuesday and Thursday. It's only Wednesday that I do it slightly later. mainly for my gym, so that I go to the gym. But I did start streaming a bit late today, so I'm just streaming a little bit later just to give a little bit back for the slight issues that I had at the very start of the stream. See a chest down there. Now all these things, when you're low level or near to these levels, will be attacking you, but once you get past a certain part of the levels, they'll start ignoring you. I'm a project manager, effectively. That's my job title, although my role really is more tech delivery lead, but it's still project management. It's just that I work more on the side of how to optimize project delivery more than I do deliver it in a normal project management sense. And I also work for a fintech, so I work for in software development. It's the easiest way to describe what I work and do. Do you work? Oh, nice. So you're a barista, are you? I'm assuming you work in a coffee shop when you say calf. Sorry. Making a big assumption there, I know, but... There's a lot of designers around. I get a lot of designers coming on the streams. One shot, one kill. Up the boss. He takes a few more. I'll be challenged it at level 19, but I'm not going to get the Palworld because it would have one-shotted by now. I'm not going to lie, I do everything myself and have the skill set to do so. But I do appreciate the offer. There's sometimes opportunities where I might have work for other people, but it's very rare. And Jennifer, or should I say Sherry, because who's on Twitch, she's lined up to do maybe a part of my next project. So maybe down the line, I might have something that you might be able to help with. Just depends on like what it is that you can do. Like she has a particular skill set that might help me that I can do, but it's just very time consuming, so it might be of help for me to involve them, which is why I'm considering it. But it just depends on whether I actually need it as to whether or not Sherry will even have the possibility to get involved in that project. But I do suspect I might need some animation done. So if I do, then if Jennifer, or I should say Sherry, can do it, then they will help me with that project. However, if you do animation and she can't do it, then I can always maybe see whether or not you can do it. Like what I'm after is generally other stuff that I get other people to do is very high-end stuff, so you need to be extremely good at what you do. in the level of like, you know, pro level. Like, it's not just being able to do it, but I have extremely high standards. If you look at any of my content, it's like, it's normally pretty high in the end of sense of like, there will be professionals that can obviously do way better than I do, because I only play with it. But you literally need to be at that level for me to consider it, because I have like very high expectations on what I want to do. And even when I don't do it well enough myself, I normally go away and learn how to do it so that it is at least closer to what I'm after. If I don't commission it to a professional, who I do actually have a friend who does do it all professionally, so when I need it, I will tend to go to him, and I'll do him a favor and he'll do me a favor. So I'm not paying for it, it's all free. Well, technically sort of free. It doesn't cost me any monetary money, it just means that I have to do him a favor back when he needs something. So we got another one done there. Go see what that question mark is, although that question mark's closer, so we'll go and see what that is. We're in such a low area though, it's not going to be anything that's going to be hard. I keep wanting to say birdie, but it's not a bird. Let's get on the dragon. A big egg. Could be wrong, but it looks big considering I was high in the sky and it looked pretty large. Large is better than small or normal. One thing I have found flying the dragon is that because the dragon's so big, it's like trying to get things a bit more awkward. Why is that glowing? He's got a sparkle on him. I think that means he's like he's got a special skill or something. Well, they don't normally breathe fire. Oh, don't kill it. I actually want to try and get it. Oh, that should capture. It's got critical first to go. Yes. Oh, it is as well. It's got a lucky skill. So I thought legendary was the best, but there's this like what you can call, I suppose, rainbowy effect version. And that's actually better than legendary. So legendary is not even the top. It is like in armored sense, but or at least I think it is. But in power sense, there's actually skills that are higher than the legendary skill. It's like rainbow skill. Why am I there? I was expected to go there. Oh, that's east, isn't it? Tell you what, back to school, Lou. completely the wrong way. There is an old school way, or at least I used to go to clubs when I was younger, and you get taught the way to know how to read the map in the sense of which way is north, east and west on a map. And if you go clockwise, north is obviously the top one, but then if you remember, never eat shredded wheat is your way of knowing from north to west, or north, east, west and south. North, east, south and west, yeah, which is the never eat shredded wheat. That's how you remember which order they go in. Hence why if you go clockwise, if you say never eat shredded wheat, then you know that when you look at it on a map, east is on the right. And I suspect this boss has just recently been done, or at least there's still a timer that's showing 8 minutes there. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, no boss. But at least now we've been here, we should know what level boss and what boss is here when we look back at the map. So it's level 30. Basil Howe. Oh right. That's my number 1 guy. Which is also in Basil Howe. Okay, we are now 2:45, almost 10, at least here in the UK. So we have been streaming just over 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Although, to be fair, I can't trust those timers that are saying how long we've been streaming, because I did have some issues at the very start as well. But I am going to cut it there just because I do need to go to the gym at about 10 o'clock. So I've got about 15 minutes to get ready and get to the gym. So thanks very much for joining us today. We'll be streaming again, as I mentioned before, to Harley. Any time from on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Should be on time on Tuesday. I will be doing some testing over the weekend, so if any of you guys do get any notifications, I do apologise for that. I will try and make sure it does it offline, but I do need to test a couple of things over the weekend just because I had problems since I've made some settings changes, so I do need to just check a couple of things. So I apologise in advance if you do anything like that, but we will be streaming definitely on Tuesday. And I might be doing a very small, I don't know, break stream because I do have the content to make over the weekend, so I will be concentrating more on that, but I will try maybe do a little bit of a stream, and it won't be in this game either, so we'll probably be in GTA Online, because there is actually a new thing in GTA Online and I do want to have a go at this heist. So if I do end up doing it over the weekend, I will stream it, and it's most likely going to be on Sunday if I do stream. So thanks very much tonight. If you aren't subscribing already, do consider subscribing. It just helps support this channel, and it's completely free, and it just gives you all the notifications on the nice little things you get as well, and it helps support the channel. So thanks very much everyone, good night, and I will see you all next week if I don't see you on Sunday. Good night.